Hello again, everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to wrap a couple of paracord wraps for knives that are smaller knives. I did a previous video on the Strider wrap, which is good for larger blades, but because it's got a little bit of a height to it, once you get a narrower handle on a knife, it's not as good of a wrap because it ends up being a little bit round and a little bit bulky. So I'm going to show you some of the easiest wraps in the world for smaller knives. I'm not going to show you this one. This obviously would be the easiest wrap for a knife because all you do is go round and round. This is on an old CRKT fixed kiss knife designed by Ed Halligan. I don't think this is in production anymore. Nice little neck knife. This one I am going to show you how to do. It's just as easy as the other one, but it ends up looking pretty decent and gives you a good grip. This is on a Buck Tops collaboration called the CSART Liaison. Awesome little survival search and rescue knife I use for a neck knife. So I am going to show you that one. Here on my Spartan Inyo, I like this one the best. This is low profile, but you can see it's got two colors. Hopefully you can see there's green underneath the coyote brown. There's olive drab underneath there. So this is a real good look for a knife that is not difficult to do at all, and I'm going to show you that one at all. I'm going to try to fit it into I'm going to try to fit it all into one video. Hopefully we're able to do that. What we're going to wrap is a K-bar Becker Necker, also a neck knife. It's designed by Ethan Becker. It's the BK11, and that's the one we're going to wrap today. So let's get right into it. First thing you want to do actually is take the sheath. Look at a cameo appearance from my cat here. Nope, she stayed out of the camera. First thing you want to do is make sure where you start with the paracord is not going to interfere with the Kydex sheath. So it looks like we need to start somewhere around that hole. And every knife that you do is going to be different, the way you finish it and the way you start it, just because, you know, every knife is different. Some are going to have holes in different locations, some are not going to have any holes, but they have a wider skeleton area. So a lot of that's going to be up to you. It's not going to behoove me at all to show you the exact way to do it, just because it's going to be different for every knife. For this one I do happen to have a hole, and that's about where I want to start. So I'm probably just going to go ahead and start out by running it through that hole. And I could have tied a knot in the other end, you know, do that again. I could have tied a little loop knot here, pulled it tight, and then just started wrapping that way. Or actually what I like to do, and it's easy enough to do, you don't even need a hole for this, is you just lay it along a solid part here, which is the case with this wrap because you're going in and out, you're going to be weaving in and out of the holes. If you're wrapping around and round, you just have the finished portion there in the middle somewhere, and as you wrap it, well, actually what I would do is go a little bit longer. As you wrap it, it finishes up in a hole, and you know it's wrapped around, hidden by the wrap. But because this one's being woven in and out of the hole, I want to lay it just on a little solid area there. Hope that makes sense to everybody. Lay it on a solid area there, and then just start my wrap. And then what you want to do with this is, wherever there's a solid portion of the steel on this particular wrap, you just go around. And then once you get to the area where there's a hole in the skeletonized version, this is just as easy as pie. Actually, it's easier than pie. I don't know whoever came up with that saying, but pie's not necessarily easy to cook. Easy to bake, easy to prepare. You just run through the hole, excuse me, you run through the hole, go around to the other side, kind of hold it with your finger, take the end, run it through again. Hide my little piece there, and you just keep doing that over and over and over again. Just easy to do, folks. No need to even keep flapping my trap about it. I pulled that out a little bit just to make sure I could run this paracord through one more time through the hole, but then I'll pull it tight here. And then, like I said, where there's a solid portion, you just wrap it around. Only got about 3.5 feet of paracord here, which is plenty for this. See, I'm cheating. I'm doing 2 steps at once. This powder coat on this, or this finish, whatever it is slippery enough where I can still pull it tight after I run it through twice. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, get to the end. There's going to be a lot of different ways you can finish it. Tuck this down and try to hide this a little bit. There's going to be a lot of ways you can finish it. I'll probably wrap around here a couple times. I want to leave this open because that's a bottle opener. So important to have a bottle opener. And then I'll go through this last hole and come out through here, which will serve the purpose of keeping this from slipping up. And I'll just tie a little knot in it and be done with it. Alright, so that's the, let's call it the skeleton wrap. I don't know what to call it. It's easy. I'm going to actually stop the camera here. Oh, by the way, just in case you didn't know, I think most people that do these wraps already know, but if you're going to finish something off, you can, if you wanted to make a loop on this, you could do so if you had more paracord. But once you want to finish it off, you just cut the end, take a lighter, melt it down. And what I usually try to do is get it nice and melty, and then just push it down with the lighter. Okay, so there's your version 1. Next video will be a different wrap. Thanks for watching, folks.